Hello everyone, my name is Mathis Arundel, and welcome back to Dim Valley. Dim Valley was a Sims 2 series that I started in 2020, I believe. It was October 19th, 2020 that I started this YouTube series. And today, or the day that this video is going out, is October 18th, 2024. So it is the 4-year anniversary of when I created my YouTube channel and started my YouTube career with Sims for this channel anyways. And so I thought, as, the anniversary event, I would come back to Dim Valley and just look through it, because I have not looked through it in maybe about 3 years. And I have a lot of memories of this place. It is definitely very different from the way that I play The Sims now. But I don't know, it has a special place in my heart, and I thought maybe one day I would come back to it and play it like I was before. So let's go ahead and just look at the families real quick. Now, when I first started the game, I had 6 families, and they all had themes about them. I had the Stone Family, which was the main family, and we'll come back to that after a bit here. I had the Stone Family, who they all were named after like stones and minerals and things like that, like sapphire and marble. I had the Stellar Family, which were named after constellations. I think I had Cassiopeia, and I might have had, I don't really remember their names real quick. We'll see when we get back in there, but I remember Cassiopeia specifically. The Deatess families, which were named after gods, like Baldur and Tyr. The Wood Family, which were named after trees and plants, like I had Sycamore. There was we're not going to talk about them right now. These two I added later. There was also the Floren Family, which were named after flowers, like poppy and petunia. And the Pallet Family, which were named after colors, like magenta and cyan. After quite a while, I realized that 6 families was not going to cut it, so I did go ahead and I created 2 more families, and I played them up to the same level as the other families. The Spice Family were named after, you can guess, spices like anise. And the Bevs Family, I think I had one named like sherry, because they're named after like alcoholic beverages. But the way that I played this town was that I treated it kind of like a legacy challenge. A very loose legacy challenge. And I mostly only played the Stone Family. Or on the channel anyway. I did 20 episodes of the Stone Family, and I think I did about 2 days per episode, so that's about 40 days passed in the entire town, which in my modern gameplay style would equal about 40 in-game years, because I treat 1 day equals 1 year, but I didn't really go by that at the time. So even though 40 in-game days passed, barely any aging has taken place at all. I used, the original, mostly the original time span of The Sims. I did give adults more days, which is very odd that I did that. I didn't change like the children or the teens or anything like that. I gave the adults more days. So not a whole lot happened in those 20 episodes. If I do come back and play these guys, I will be using my modern gameplay style, which means that things will speed up really quickly. Let me know if you guys want to see me do this, like a Let's Play of this neighborhood, because I am considering it. Once Season 5 of Crown to Full ends, this is definitely an opportunity for me to come and do a season or 2 with this. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the Stone Family so we can see all the families and all the events that have taken place. And here we are in the Stone Family's house. I think I called it like the Stone Manor or something like that. Now, like I said, it was a legacy challenge, which means I had a main sim, and the goal of it was to prolong the legacy, and there was an heir. So the main sim of the Stone Family was Lord Geo Stone. All of the main sims have a noble title, like Lord or Lady. And Geo was the main sim for my Let's Play, my legacy challenge in quotation marks, because it wasn't really a legacy challenge in any way. He does have a brother, Marblestone, but Marble is not, he doesn't really play a part in the legacy, he is just I wanted to give the families more flair, have them have family connections, because they were all going to intermarry, and I didn't want them, one family member and have, the blood all connected too quickly, which was going to happen anyways. That's why I added the 2 extra families. But anyways, let's go back to Marble. So, or not Marble, but Geo. So Geo married Persephone Stone. Persephone is one of the Deatess family. She is Persephone, the goddess. And they together had a son, a boy, who I have a picture of him over on the wall, named Slate. Slate is currently in university, and he will get out by the time I come back to the series, if I come back to it. And Slate is actually the heir to the Stone family. So he will be the next Lord Stone once Geo dies. Marble is married to Petunia Stone, or Petunia Floren, as she was once known. And they have a daughter named Shale. Shale is currently a teenager, even though she has been a teenager for much longer than I usually let my teens run nowadays. And then Gemstone here is actually the daughter of Geo and Persephone. She is not part of the legacy unless something happens to Slate. If Slate dies, then the title will pass to Gem. Geo and Marble both have a sister who lives in a different family. If I can find her here, they're probably still friends with her. Yeah, Sapphire. Sapphire Stone was her maiden name, but now she is a member of the Deatess family. She married Persephone's brother. I do have pets in this family that I have been trying to keep a legacy to. I was kind of naming them after the theme of the family, but I quickly stopped doing that. Like, here's Ruby, because I wanted to be able to name Sims that, and it feels weird naming, using those names for pets. But here's little Ruby, and then she also has a puppy, Spritz, and then Spritz also has his own puppies, who do not have names. I don't know where they are. They were probably given away, or something like that. I'm not really sure. Unless they might be in the family of Jodiz. I don't know that name. I don't know why they have that name. But yeah, I'm doing legacies with the pets as well, as strange as that is. A lot has happened in this family. I don't really remember most of it, because it's been 3 to 4 years since I played. I would have to go back and watch my series, but that's about it. The Stone family do have their own home business. If I can look around, maybe I can see it. I don't know how far away it is. I think it's in that direction, but I can't see it. I wanted all of the families to have a business to participate in their little society. It's kind of like a build a community challenge, but not really. The Stones make pottery. It kind of makes sense. They have a pottery business where they sell pots and plates, and now we are in the Stellar family, the family that are all named after constellations. The Lord of House Stellar, because I was very into A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones at the time, which might show through this. The legacy founder, whatever you would call, of House Stellar is Draco Stellar. Draco, as in the constellation. And he married, I can't remember who he married. I think it was Magenta. Magenta Pallet is who he married. Magenta is currently in the Knight's uniform, because I believe she is in she's in the entertainment career. And together they have one child, Reticulum Stellar, and Reticulum will be the heir to the Stellar family. I named him that because of it's either a star or a constellation, I can't remember, but also because of reticulating splines. I thought it was like a really clever name. I don't know if anybody else will agree, but I really liked it. Reticulum will be the heir. He will be the next Lord Stellar. Draco has a brother, Orion, and Orion married Brigid Deatess, or Brigid Stellar as she's now known, and they have two children. They have Cercinus and Cassiopeia, and neither of them are really in the running for the legacy or anything like that, unless something happens to Reticulum. But I feel like that's not going to happen at all. They also have dogs. Here is Shiri. And then Shiri was mated with Void. And then together they had Feather. And Feather, I thought they were connected somehow, but apparently not. I thought they were connected to the Stones animals, but apparently not. But these guys, the Stellar family, are a robotics family. They have a robotics business. Because I figure, stellar space, it kind of has, technology vibes. It was the closest thing that I could think of for this family. The next family we are at is the Deatus family, with Balder Deatus being the lord. They did have a couch here. I remember it being eaten by one of the dogs. That's why they don't have one. I think they're the poorest of the families that I have right now. I think Athena is going to school. That's fine. But Balder here, he married Sapphire Stone, and together they had two children, Tyr and Athena, who are now going to school. That's really all that's happened in this family. Balder has two siblings, but he was the only one to stay in the household. We've already seen Persephone Stone, and we've already seen Bridget Stellar. His heir is... I don't know how I'm doing heirs with twins, because Athena and Tyr were twins. I don't really know, other than I'm going to have certain houses be patriarchal and certain houses be matriarchal, I'm thinking. The Bevs and the Spice family are matriarchal houses, so I don't know. I might have the Deatus family be a patriarchal society and just give it to Tyr, or I might have them do a coin flip or some kind of competition. I don't know. They have two dogs, Piano and Tambourine. They are totally not Dragon Ball references. They were very much so Dragon Ball references. I think there might be a Piccolo. No, I was going to say there should be a Piccolo somewhere here, but apparently not. But they are connected to the Stones dogs. The Wood family is next, with Lord Sycamore Wood. And Lord Sycamore married Poppy Floren. His heir is Pinewood, I believe. Is he your heir? I would assume so, yeah. Pine, and then they also have two other children, Acacia and Ginkgo. They do not have any pets in this household, because their only pet that they did have was Speck. They probably should get one of the puppies. I'm pretty sure they're in the adoption bin. I'm pretty sure that's what I did with them. So they probably should at one point get one. But no, the Woods are the poorest family. That's what the problem is. They want to adopt a puppy, but they cannot. Lord Sycamore has two sisters. One of them is you here, but he has another sister named Elm, who unfortunately passed away. But we'll talk more about Elm once we get to the Pallet household. It was one of my biggest mistakes in The Sims in years, and I don't know how I did it. But yeah, they have a woodworking business. Because, toys, the woods. I feel like that makes sense. I did forget to mention that the Deatus have their own business, Deatus Fresh Grocery. It's a grocery store. I couldn't think of anything that, the deity would do. But deities create life, grow food. That's kind of what I went with there. They have a garden. If we go back here, they have a garden where they're going to grow vegetables and things like that. That was really the only thing that I could think to give them. And the next family is the Pallet family, with Lord Grey Pallet. Grey married Lyra Stellar, because Lyra is a constellation or an astrological sign of some sort. And they together, I think that's his wife, right? Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure. And then they have two children together, Cerulean and Jet. Jet is the heir, if I'm going to go patriarchal, Jet is the heir to House Cerulean. Because I don't think Cerulean, or House Pallet, because I don't think Cerulean would be the heir, because she is actually in a relationship with Slate Stone. Slate is currently in university. She did not go to university. But she is an adult now. They just haven't rekindled that, the break when teenagers become adults or whatnot. So she'll actually become the lady of House Stone. So yeah, it's definitely going to be Jet that becomes the Lord. Unless he was to die, and then it would pass to Crimson Pallet. Crimson is the son of Gray's brother Cyan and Elmwood. Like I said, Elma. I don't know why I just didn't name her. Elm. I guess it works either way. And she died by starvation. That is not something that happens to me normally in The Sims anymore. Like when I was younger, a kid playing The Sims 2, oh yeah, it happened all the time. Especially in pregnancies. And I think that's how she died this time too, is that she was pregnant. It's weird, and it was very sad, but she lives on through Crimson. They also have two dogs, Jacques and Hopscotch. Hopscotch is the child of Jacques here and Ruby, the dog at the Stone household. Spritz is her brother, who I think lives in the Stone household, maybe? I don't remember. And then, obviously, here is Jacques himself. Looks like the kids are going to school. The Pallets have a business of, like an art business. Gray and whoever else paints paintings, and we try to sell them. I feel like that's definitely, absolutely the most fitting business for the Pallet family. Okay, yes, I do have a Dim Valley cemetery. That's where Elma is. I didn't know if I made a cemetery for them or not. That looks like all the way down there. I think I can see her grave, yeah. So, that's very sad. But anyways, on to the next family, or the last of the original 6 families that I played with for probably the first 15 or so episodes of the series. And here we are in the Floren family. Lord Orchid here is the main, heir of House Floren. He is the Lord, the Patriarch. And he married Yew Wood. And together they had 2 children, Oleander Floren and Lily Floren. Oleander, I think, is the heir, right? They don't have an older... Yeah, they do. I forgot. Aster. They had twins. Aster and Oleander are twins. Aster is in university. Oleander is not. I don't know which one of them is going to become the Lord. They're twins and they're both male. I don't know. Lily here is going to end up marrying Tyr Dietas. She's going to be the lady of House Dietas, so she's not in the running. I don't know. I still, to this day, do not know who's going to be the Lord when Orchid dies. It's going to be a coin flip, maybe. Unless, hold on, let me look at his... Oleander, who are you interested in, might I ask? Did we ever find anybody for you? It's not Cerulean because somebody else is after her, but, There are 2 matriarchal societies that he could marry into, or one of them could marry into, which means that one of them would be the Lord of House Floren, and the other one would be husband to the lady of House Bevs or House Spice. I don't know. Eventually we'll figure it out. You can probably guess by their name that House Floren runs a boutique, or not a boutique, but a bouquet business. They make flower arrangements and things like that. And then they have 2 dogs, Scraps and Goob. Goob is the child of Speck, I believe. Speck and Void. You've seen Tambourine and Piano in another household. And then Scraps is the child of Sherry and Herschel. We have not seen Sherry yet because she's in one of the newer households, but we have seen Feather. And here is the first of the two new, quote-unquote new, because it's been like 3 or 4 years, households that I added. This is the Spice household. And Lady Cayenne here is the matriarch, the heir, the ruler of House Spice. And she actually married a Schnapps of Bevs. And together they have Passia and Annis. I think Annis is the older one, yeah. So Annis is the heir to House Spice. And I don't know if she's currently seeing anybody or not. She is friends with Oleander Floren. That might be what we do, because she is almost an adult. So that might solve the issue. She could marry Oleander, and then Aster would be the lord of House Floren. That might be what ends up happening. And then the Spices have Windy here. That's their only pet, Windy. Windy is the child of Storm and Boris, which I believe one of them was a dog that they had here. Yeah, there's Storm. And Windy is named after, the fact that she is the child of Storm, but also named after the Pokemon Arcanine, because Arcanine's Japanese name is Windy. The Spices, nor the Bevs, have a business of their own yet. Remember, I kind of added them very late in the game, so they don't really have anything going for them yet. I don't know what I'm going to do for them, if I'm honest. We might figure it out. They might be a car sales family. I feel like that doesn't fit at all. Let me know in the comments what you think I should give these guys, the Spices and the Bevs. And last here we have the Bevs family, with Lady Sherry being the matriarch, the ruler, the heir of the Bevs family. She ended up marrying Clove Spice, and I think they have 2 children, right? Yes, they have 2 children, Mimosa and Daiquiri. Mimosa is the heir of House Bevs, and she is currently in university with the 2 other Sims. I think she's in a relationship with somebody, but I can't remember. And then together they all have Jodas, which is their dog, who is, I believe, the sibling of the Spice dogs, right? No? I'm just an idiot? Yeah, Windy, obviously. And then Jodas is the one with the puppies that are all in the adoption bin. So like the Spice family, these guys do not have a business, and I still don't really know what. Like, maybe they could open up a bar. That sounds nice. But other than that, I don't think they have anything to sell, other than just, putting like the ticket counter or whatever, and just having a bar for people to go to. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. And that's really it. Here we have our 3 Sims that are in university. Slatestone, Aster Floren, and where's she at? Mimosa Bevs. They're all 3 the heirs of their houses. I don't think any of them are going to be dating or anything like that, so there won't be any weird alliance, like weird fusions of houses. I don't know how it's going to be if, like, the heir of one house, like an heir of a patriarchal house marries the heir of a matriarchal house. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Other than just the houses fuse. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that was it. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you think that I should maybe come back and do, a few videos, a season of it. I am very much undecided. But it was very fun to come back and look at these guys. I have very strong but very vague memories of all the things that have happened. But it was definitely nice to come back and look at them. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, at least, maybe leave a like. And if you want to see more Sim stuff from me, that's all I'm going to be doing on this channel from now on. Please leave a subscription. I don't know all the Sim stuff I'm going to do. Mostly Sims 2. Maybe some more console Sim stuff. Maybe some Game Boy Advanced Sims. I love the Game Boy Advanced Sims games. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching.